Welcome to day number 14 of the AI Agent Challenge. My name is Dylan. I help entrepreneurs win the game of business by upgrading their systems with AI agents and automated workflows. Today, we have a very popularly requested item. This is going to be a fully automated social media system that can post to LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and it sources news sources online in your industry, writes it for you into each one of the topics, and then I even show you how you can create an approval system so you can tweak the messages, and then all you have to do is type one character, and it will automatically get posted to all the social media channels of your choosing. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. All right, we are here with make.com inside of the 30-day AI Agent Challenge folder. You can check this out. If you don't know about make.com, it is basically like the glue of the internet, gluing together thousands of different applications and bolting on AI on top of that. We're going to get started by clicking New Scenario. We're going to open that up, and this is going to be day 14. I'm going to say A because this is going to be a two-part module here. It's going to be news to social media creation. Click the save button. And the first thing that we're going to want to have is an RSS feed module. This RSS feed is basically looking for any updates from this URL here. And what we're going to be using for that is what's called Google Alerts. So if we go inside of here and we type in Google Alerts, we can click on this. And you can type in any topics that you choose. Right now, see if I hit a create alert and I type in AI news, I could hit create alert. You can see all this information right here. If I hit see more options right here, I'm going to zoom in on this. You can see some of the things that we can do here is post once a day, automatically regions, best result, and we can go down here and it says select an RSS feed. So if we hit select an RSS feed and we hit create alert, we now have that RSS feed for the AI NES here. But I'm just going to grab this one down here just because this right here is the feed for anything AI related. So we're going to grab this URL here at the top. Now we're going to pop over here to make.com and we're going to populate it. Hit enter, hit save. And if we look at, we can do from now on, which means any now news feeds around AI or any news, it will automatically get triggered by Google Alerts and send that RSS feed data of that news to this module. What we're going to select just for development purposes is select the first in the feed. And we can see that there's a whole bunch of these different feeds. We're just going to select this first one right now, click OK, and hit run once to see what we get. Now we can see here, there's a bunch of information. The titled Uncanny Rise, the world's first AI beauty pageant, which I'm just curious what that's about. And it has a description along with the URL and some other metadata that's coming along with that. So we know that works. Now we're going to be stacking this AI with, well, not this AI. We will be stacking AIs, but this will be the first AI we're going to be introducing called Perplexity. If you don't know about Perplexity, I talked about it in one of my other AI videos on creating social media. And we're going to click here and create chat completion. You need to plug in an API key. In order to do that, you need to go to perplexity.com. You can sign up for an API key inside of there. It's an amazing news source aggregator online, and it's a really powerful system. We're going to go inside of here, and all we're going to do is we're going to add in a role system, and we're going to say you are a helpful social media manager. Sure, why not? Add an item. Go here, and we're going to hit user, content. I want you to summarize this article. We'll give it a token count of, let's say, 1,000. Token count. So we're going to plug in the title. We're going to put in the description. And we're going to put in the URL just so it can search it just in case. Now we're going to go over here, choose where to start, select the first RSS feed, Uncanny Rise, hit this, hit run, and now this is running to Perplexity. It's grabbing that data and it's going to start to summarize it. We go to choices, messages. Look at this. Article from Wired discussing the world's first AI Creator Awards. And then there's a bunch of information inside of there. Great. Now that we have that, the next step we want to do is we're going to want to create a router. All the router module does here is it really separates being able to send data off. If you think of it like a split in a highway, that's what a router does. It's a simple but powerful tool from Make. And let's just say we want to have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. We'll do those 4. And we'll start here with this first one, and we're going to have it be another AI, ChatGPT, create a completion module here. Max tokens, I'll give that 1,000 as well. We're going to pick the model. We'll pick the latest, greatest, and cheapest one for us. And we're going to add a role as the system administrator. So the system prompt lets it know what's it doing, like what's your identity. So you are a social media manager. Great. And we're going to go down here to user. And we're going to type this in. Your job is to create a Facebook post. Wow, that's loud. Plane overhead. A helicopter or something. The post should engage the audience with a compelling introduction, provide essential details, and encourage interaction through likes, comments, and shares. End with a clear call to action. Include optional hashtags. Here, a summary of the article that I want you to write a Facebook post about. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the perplexity, choices, messages, and content. This is the content. As you can see, it's hovering over here. That is going to populate it with the article that we have. And we're going to title this one, rename, Facebook post. Great. And so we're now going to create a Facebook post with that. And the next step is we're going to want to dump this Facebook post inside of a Google Sheet to be managed. Now, I created just an empty blank folder here called Social Media Manager. And we're going to go inside of here, and we're going to want to create a couple of headers. So we're going to want the original URL. We'll want the Facebook post. We want to have, we'll have here called it the social media type, so that we can tell like what post this is for, because we're going to populate these with multiple ones and it might get a little confusing. Approved. And that should be good for right now, but I'm going to space this out a little bit because I know what's probably going to happen here is that these words tend to overflow. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to format, wrapping clipped, so the URL gets clipped. And then over here, we're going to have overflow. So if I go into insert or view, where is it? Format, wrapping, and we want to wrap it. So it goes down. All right, and then we'll, just for these ones, bold them up nicely. Just because that looks weird, I'm going to center that guy. Oh, actually, I'm going to call it Facebook. I'm just going to call it post, because later on we're going to put in other types of posts as well. That should be good. And now we're going to want to connect that. So we're going to use another module here. And this module is Google Sheets. And what we're going to want to do is add a row to that form. We're going to sign into this, choose the spreadsheet. Sometimes my connection doesn't always connect, so I'll go Dylan RS. Hit connect. I'm going to sign in right now real quick. Allow. All right, so now I'm signed in. AI agent challenge. We're going to go to day 14, which is the folder that it's in. And now we're going to click the social media manager. I don't know if you can hear all those helicopters, man. I don't know what's going on outside. So we're going to hit sheet name 1. And as we can see here, it's the URL, the post, the social media type, and approved. That is all of the corresponding elements right here. And now we're going to want to plug in this data. So we have the URL coming from the RSS feed, so we know the original source. We want the Facebook post, which is coming from ChatGPT. So we go down to choices, messages, and content. And then over here, we're going to type in Facebook. That's just going to be hard-coded because this route going up through Facebook, this is always going to be Facebook. So we're going to know that this is a Facebook source. And now we're going to click OK. So if we hit save, and we go here and we go choose where to start from, and we say select the first feed item. We have the rise here of this, and we hit run. This should run to Perplexity, which is going to analyze that. It's going to now hit Facebook, and it's going to take the summary that Perplexity summarized of the news, and then it's going to kick it out to the spreadsheet right here, and there it is. We have our post, we have the link, and we have the social media platform. Let's go, I'll call this platform. Part of doing any type of like development work in these spaces, you're always refactoring things, rewriting it, redoing it. And so it's really helpful to kind of, as you think about things, optimize. So we know that worked that way. And so what we're going to want to do is say, okay, great, that worked for that one. Now, what we're also going to want to do is we're going to want to create ones for Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Those seem to be the good ones. So we're going to hold down Shift. I'm going to select this, Command-C, Command-V. I just duplicated it. And if I delete that module, I should be able to reconnect that guy just like that. And we are now going to rename this to, let's do IG post. Great. Open this up. Now we're going to go inside of here and say create a Instagram post. All right, so we're going to leave that Instagram post. All right, so we're going to have that write a post for Instagram. Fix that spelling error right there. Now you could do definitely a lot more prompting for this Instagram post, but we're gonna leave that as that is that we want to have. Now also what we're gonna want to do here is we're gonna write an IG post. We're also gonna want to make an image for Instagram for that. So how do we do that? We're gonna unlink that. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna double click this. And we're going to go to OpenAI, and we're going to want to generate an image. Model DALL-E 3 prompt. I want you to make a photo for Graham based off of the post, or we'll say caption written, just like that. Going to click OK, and then we're going to go here and we're going to say write a Instagrammed, post is fine. We'll say caption. We'll change that out, Instagram caption. Click save. And now what we're going to want to do is, now I'm looking at this. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go one to the left of here. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to grab that image directly from here. Well, we'll try it and see what happens. Let's go to the left one here and just type in image. I don't think I'll be able to populate this with an image, but let's try it. Image. Great. Now let's go here and see if we broke everything because the updates of everything. So we're gonna hit refresh on this. And now they're in the wrong spots because we updated that. So we're going to do this. Social Media Manager, Image Choices, Command X, Command V to copy that over. We're going to hit Save, just like that. And now we need to feed this in. I want you to create a photo for the Instagram based off the caption written. And we're going to grab the IG post. That's at the top of the level. We need to drill down into here. Message. Roll. Click OK. And that should be good. Hit save. Solid. So now we have IG post. I'm going to rename this one so it's not confusing. Rename IG image. Click save. And we're going to do this one more time here. Copy, paste for LinkedIn. Go here, and we probably don't need the image for LinkedIn. So we're just going to delete that. Rename this LinkedIn post, and we are going to connect this to the router. So now that we have this one connected, we're now going to modify the message. So your job is to create a LinkedIn post. Your post should engage the audience with compelling introductions, provide essential details, and encourage them to like, share, a clear call to action. Great. Here's a summary of the article that I want you to write a LinkedIn post about. All right. Hit save. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to change this social media type to LinkedIn, because we know that's going to be a LinkedIn post. Hit save. Over here, we go. Now that I know that, we also want to change this one that we did for Instagram to Gram. There we go. Hit save. All right, so now we made that, and let's do this one last time. We're going to do this for Twitter. Ooh, for Twitter. So I'm holding down Shift. I'm dragging across. Command C, Command V. Zoom out here. We're going to rename this to Twitter. Click OK. And definitely want to connect that module so it's connected to this so that it knows it's a part of everything. And we are going to open it up. Go inside of here and say your job is to create a Twitter message. Could be called X, but I think that's confusing. That probably confuses the AI too. Instead of all of this, because we don't need all of that, you need to keep it very short. We can say it's supposed to be 280 characters, but say less than 150 characters, because ChatGPT is terrible at counting characters. And so I want to give a little bit of buffer. So we'll say 150 characters. Should be very short. Less than 100 characters. Summarize the article. Here's the summary of the article that I want you to write a tweet message. Tweet, is it post? Tweet about for Twitter or X in, we'll say, one sentence. I'm going to create that additional constraint so it can't do any shenanigans. Click OK. And we're going to update this to Twitter. Click OK. There we go. So now we should have everything. The one thing I don't have inside of here is if I hit, I think I need to hit refresh because of the shifting of everything. Yeah, so that says post. So if I open this guy up here, we don't have an image for that one. If I open this one up, if I hit refresh, did that not work? Oh, there is the image. Okay, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to close this out. We're going to go to create, and let's just populate the URL right now inside of there. So now we're going to get just the URL of the actual image just so we don't slam it. And we're going to move over this platform name to Instagram, and we're going to grab the post for IG inside of messages, choices, content. Hit save. We're going to check this URL. We have the post here, which I'm going to try to zoom out here just so I can kind of get a little side view of this thing. So when I scroll down to the bottom, we can see, yep, that one is populating correctly. And let's go over here. And that looks good. Twitter message. Okay, all that looks awesome. I'm going to click save. And I'm going to go back into the social media here. I'm going to delete this. We don't need this one right now. And we are going to go to the scenario and make, where I'm going to go ahead and let's select a, choose where to start. Let's select a different spot in the RSS feed. AMD announces a new processor here. All right, cool. Click OK. And we are going to hit save. And we're going to run this and see what happens, shall we? All right. So now this is in Perplexity. It's summarizing it. And it should be sending all the relevant data across and over to all of the different sections here. And just for brevity, I'm going to cut out all of the processing that happens unless it errors out, just so that you don't have to sit here and watch this thing hit all the different boxes. So now hit IG, hit the IG image, and that image link should get dropped inside of the Google Sheet. Now it's sitting linked in. And if we do go checked up on this over here, okay, we have the post here for Facebook. That's really, really long. I think I'm gonna make that shorter, give it less, but that's fine. Now we have this right here is for Instagram. That is not an Instagram caption. That is way too long. So we're gonna wanna fix that. And if we go here and check out this image though, let's go take a look at this image that was provided by Dolly. So we click on that, which was provided by oh, there you go. That actually probably makes a ton of sense for the update of the ADM or AMD. And now we have this right here, which is a little tiny tweet, which is appropriately sized. And there we go. Now with a little bit of customization, this could always look a lot better, but we're just gonna say that is good. This comes down to just prompting. And so I'm just going to hit a little auto alignment. And now that we have all that, so now it's coming across to all of these, a little bit of prompt engineering, it tighten up a bit, but we're good with that. Now, the next step of the journey is we're going to want to create a new module where if we just type one letter, it will automatically post to whatever social media we choose. So in order to do that, we're going to open up Make. We're going to log in here. Select the 30-day AI Agent Challenge. We're going to hit Create New. Type in this, Day 14B, and we'll call this Social Media Approval to Post. Click Save. Now, in order for this to work, we're going to need to watch for any changes inside of the row over here called Approved. So in order for us to watch for any of those changes over there called approved, we're going to need to go in here, open up Google Sheets, and we're going to go for watch changes instant. This is what we're going to need, but we do need the sheet add-on required, and I'll show you what that is, and I'll show you a little key piece about that you may not know. This is the webhook, and we're going to be, all that is the webhook is just looking for data to come over, and it's going to hook it, and like grab it in. We're going to call this social media posting. Click save. And now one of the key things here says make sure you're on your Google default account. So whatever you have inside of Google when it says default to log in, that's the one you're going to want to use. If you're in another account, this won't work. So in order to get that, you'd have to sign out all your accounts and then log into whatever Google account you log into first. That's your default account. So that's really important. And this right here is the address we're going to use. And we're going to grab that in just a second, but I want to show you how this gets hooked up. So in order to get the extension that it's talking about right now, we need to go into extensions. And you can see I already have it's called Make for Google Sheets, but I'm going to show you how to get it. You go to Get Add-on. You go into the Search Apps. you type in make. And then right here is the one. See here it says installed. You click install, you hit approve, and then you have it. Now, to get access to it, you're going to want to go to this Make Google Sheets and click Settings. This right here has all the data that will allow us to webhook from Google Sheets over to Make to be able to see changes happen so that we can trigger the next scenario. See where it says webhook right here? We're going to grab this webhook right here. We could also click copy address. And then we go over here. And we're going to put that webhook right in here. So now we have that webhook right in here. Now this is Sheets optional. What it's asking for is what's the sheet name? We can see here the sheet name is 1, or sheet 1, right down here, sheet 1. And so right over here, we're going to type in sheet 1 so it knows what to look at. Now this is the range. What the range is asking for here is like the values like C3 through G4. We can see here that this is D, right? And this is E. And what we want is we want anything where it's D2, right? Or E2, E2, to however far down we want to go. So let's just say E2 to, I don't know, E100, right? That should cover us for a little bit. And now we're going to look at any changes that happens in these columns, E2, and then E3, E4, E5, E6. So if I hit save, right now, we're going to give it a second to think about life and what it has and hasn't done so far. Take a little sip of water. Okay, successfully saved. We now have that saved. Great. So now that's been saved, we'll close that out. And now any changes that occur in any one of these columns that were in here, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz, it's gonna change. I'll make this thing just a little bit smaller. I could prompt engineer this, but I think just so I can see it on the screen right now, we're just gonna do that. Great. So now we can see it says Facebook here. I'd recommend going and changing the prompt and all that stuff. But what's nice about the approval section though is before you approve it, you can take a look at this and maybe you did want to change that. Maybe you want to change some things around here. Maybe you want to change the title and instead of exciting news, exciting AI news. What's great about that is when you change that over here, once we approve it, it will grab that latest update. So it gives you a chance to modify it before you post it. So going in here, we're going to click OK. So now that we have that, we'll see here. And so the next thing we're going to do here is let's make another column here, approved, and we'll call this one posted. Call that posted so that we can confirm that this came through, and we'll say complete. And now we're going to go over here to make. We're going to create another Google Sheet. And we want to update a row. Now we're looking to update a row because we want to update once we verify that this is going to be approved. Yes. So let's think about this right now. We're going to update that row, and then we're going to take that row, and then we're going to want to probably after that, if we're in that row, we're going to then probably choose a direction after this as a router. And so we'll have the router go to the different social media channels that we can then post from. Yes, that should work. Okay. We are going to find out together. Sign in here. All right. We're going to sign in. AI agent challenge. Click OK. Day 14, social media automations. And we're going to go back into the same sheet because we're going to be updating the same row that we're on. Sheet name is 1. Row number, I'm going to say the row start. Yeah, probably row start. And all we're going to do is approved posted. Yes, we're going to say complete. So we know that's going to work. Everything else we don't need to change because we're going to pull out that. This is the row that we're going to be updating right now that says complete. So we're going to do that. And what we're going to want to do is anytime, this is a filter right here. This filter is going to say if approved, there's going to be like the change we're looking for. So if there's anything else besides this, it's going to block it. And what I mean by that is over here, whenever we change this approved section, and we'll just say a little lowercase y, it's going to look for that and make. And we're going to filter. So if we type in like a bunch of smash keyboard stuff or we type in something weird, it won't actually update the row complete, which means it won't run the post. So if you have like, sticky fingers or something, it won't happen. So we're going to set up a filter. And we'll say approved post. The condition is we're going to be looking for the value, which is the change that happens, because it's looking for changes. Well, what changed? The value, what changed? And we're looking for that to be equal to lowercase y, right? So this is equal to, we could have a whole bunch of different things. Exist, doesn't exist, case sensitiveness, but we want to be very specific because posting is kind of like a, oh my God, I really hope I did this right thing. So we'll just say lowercase y. Simple, easy, straightforward, done. Just like that, right? And so we can test this out right now. I'm going to hit save, and we're going to run this, even though it's not going to post to Facebook right now. And I'm going to go inside of this social media section inside of here, and let's just say this is the Facebook post we want to do, and let's just say we want to change this a little bit, and we'll just say why this matters to this matters. We're like, yes, this is now the perfect post. I am happy with this. So we go over here for the approved section, and all we do is we type in the lowercase letter y, and then I hit enter. So now that I hit enter, that has gotten triggered on make. We can see that this value of y has come through. This approved post gives it a little thumbs up and says, yes, check mark. This does equal y. And so this should have gone back into the sheet and then updated the sheet on the row 2, the row we were in, with completed. There we go. All right. So now we have technically completed that. We're going to get rid of that and get rid of that because it did not actually get posted. And so now this is where we actually hook up all of our social media, and we're going to want to do another router. So I'm going to type in router, go over here. And this is going to be like before, but instead we're just logging into Facebook and everything else. So we're going to go in here, type in Facebook. So we're going to do Facebook first here. And we're going to look to post on our Facebook pages. Click Facebook page. I'll connect to that, and I'll connect to my ChatGPT for me page. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to go in here, and we're going to scroll down to watch changes. And we can see that we're going to look at the rows values. And what we want here is this number C, because number C is the news source one. You can see because it already grabbed that data from that initial test run. And we're going to want to post that on inside of there. And that is going to be the post inside of there. Now we could do more advanced settings and things, but I'm not going to go deep down that role. We're already going pretty deep with this as is. So we created a Facebook page, Facebook post, I should say. Now, the next thing is we're going to open this up, and we want to do, what do we have? Instagram? Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to open up Instagram here, and I don't think we're going to be able to grab that data because we're going to need to upload it and then download it and then post it, the image. So I think we're going to have to add a few more modules to make that happen. Let's open up with a cloud convert. And what we're going to do here is this is going to allow us to grab this and then download a file. We're going to be able to download a file here. I think this will work. Converts a file into a specific output. Yes. And we are going to want the input file, and we're going to want to upload that from the URL. And this URL, we are going to grab from this column over here, which is column B, because these are the images. So we want column B for the images. If I scroll down to row values, and we're going to grab B for the images. And so this is going to be for Instagram. This should allow us to post on Instagram. Oh yeah, we're going to have to set up another filter. Other filters. Okay. All right, so that's how we're going to do it. And so we're going to grab that right now. And we're going to say, I don't know the input format, but I do want the output format to be a PNG. Great. File name, ig.png. And we have to make sure we put in that file name here at the bottom. And we're going to say download the file. Yes, we want to download the file. We're going to click OK for that. So now we've got that file downloaded for Instagram. We're going to now go over here and we're going to grab this for Instagram. So if we go over here to Instagram, Instagram for business, and we're going to scroll down to create a photo post. Log in here for the ChatGPT for me. Oh, wow. You can use the URL? Huh, I may not need to download it. Interesting. Well, if the URL works, I can skip the uploading and downloading step, which is nice. So this is right here. We're going to use this temporary URL because this is the URL that we're going to be grabbing from the conversion. I don't think we need actually that step, but it's fine. Go here for the caption, which is going to be able to get posted on Instagram. And we are going to go down to, again, this section over here of row values. And this right here, C, is for the social media section because, again, we're over here. This is C right here for social media. Be nice if it was labeled, but it is what it is. Click OK. And now we've created an Instagram post. And the next one is LinkedIn, I believe. So we're going to double click here. Going to go to LinkedIn. Click OK. And we go to, we can create an image post or a text post. I think we just did text, right? Yeah, we just did text. Well, if you want to do the image, you could just follow the same steps as before. So create a user text post, and it says we're not connected, so we're going to connect it like that. Content. You're going to see a pattern here, everybody. Row values. C. We don't need any of the media tapes, no other mentions, no other things. Great. Now we got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Last one up here is Twitter. So we're going to type in Twitter, formerly known, the artist formerly known as Twitter. And we're going to want to go here and watch posts, search posts, list posts, create a post. And we need to connect it. Now it's been connected. Text content. Scroll down here to the bottom. We're looking for row values. And C for social media. Because I can't spell. All right, so we got all these set up. Now, in order to have them be routed in the right direction, this is where we're going to need to set up some additional filters. And that's why I'm stoked that I put this in here. So we're going to go inside of here and we're going to grab this social media platform called Facebook, which is every time these get posted, we're now going to say, okay, I want you to say this is Facebook. And we're going to say condition is, no, that's not right. We want the value, but we don't want that. We want, what section is that again? D. We want the D. Go down here, select D for Facebook, and we're going to say equals to Facebook. Great. So now it's Facebook. Now we're going to do the same thing over here for Instagram. Grab Instagram, go over here, open this up, label, Instagram, condition, D. Equals to Instagram. Click OK. Now we're going to go over here, open up this filter, go over here. We're going to grab, whoa. Yeah, click down one. This is really, really, really long. LinkedIn. We're going to definitely truncate this a bit. Way down. Great. It's almost, all right. Again, this is not on the, this is going to, you know what? I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to widen this up a little bit so it's a bit easier. You can fit it a bit better. And we're going to grab this, LinkedIn. Great. I'm going to call this LinkedIn. Condition, we're looking for the new rows. D equals to LinkedIn. hit OK. And now we're going to go to Twitter. I still refuse to call it X. It's like when Facebook changed Oculus to Meta. It was such a terrible move, man. I'll tell you. But what you going to do? Not my company. So going to go here. Again, select the values. Put in Twitter. Click OK. And so now we should, whenever we do this, it should post to all the social media channels. So let's give it a whirl and see what we get. So I'm going to say, using existing data. Let's say wait for new data. So we're going to wait for new data. We're going to go here. And we're going to go to the top over here, and where it says approved, we're going to type in Y and hit approved. Now if we go over here, should go there. Yep, routed up to Facebook nicely and got posted. Great. Let's run that again. Wait for new data. Let's go over here. Going to go down one to Instagram. Now we're on Instagram. I hit Y for Instagram. Boom. Goes to Instagram, converting it into a link that doesn't really need to be converted into a link, and then should get dropped over into Instagram for business. All right. Hit Instagram for business. And boom. Let's try LinkedIn. We're now going to go down to LinkedIn. Hit Y for LinkedIn. And if we wanted to, again, change any of this stuff over here, we could. We could update it. You know, I'm not going to change it right now. Let's just say there's this weird SL thing here. I don't know what that means. What's the SL doing here? Why should care? Do that. Now I'm going to go to LinkedIn. We're going to hit Y. Hit enter. Hopefully that was running. That was not running. So I got to turn that on. I'm testing these just so we can see them moving. So it didn't get triggered because it wasn't running. So let me just go back here. Hit enter. I'm going to go back and hit run. Wait for new data. Go into here. We're going to go into LinkedIn. We're going to say, yes, we approve this message. Over there. Hit enter. Watch it route. Ooh. Did it hit Twitter? What happened with that? Let me look at my LinkedIn. Rows values D. Did the name get changed? It says completed. Maybe it did get posted. Interesting. Maybe I just didn't like the size of it. Probably got rejected because of the scope of it. We can always shorten that one up again. Let's change this to all this funny business. Let's just remove all of this stuff that might just be too weird for LinkedIn to approve. So we're going to remove this message. We're going to go here. We're going to remove that LinkedIn. So now the LinkedIn post is just this. That's all we got. Oh. I see what happened. Right here, these got shifted. And it should be posted there. That's where those should get posted. So I think what happened, that's why we test it. If we go over here to LinkedIn, my guess, if I go to the bottom here, yeah, the post, we need to refresh this. Yeah, see that? I'm going to grab that one. We're going to move that one over for LinkedIn. We're going to grab the context. We're going to move this down. And so what happened was, this was because I copy and pasted before I changed it. It broke it. So we're going to hit save here. And now that's going to be going through the LinkedIn. And over here, we are going to go down here. Yep, same issues because I copied and pasted the modules. And you can see that this is the post. This is not the social media platform. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab the contents here. Close that out. Hit save. Go across here. Great. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. So now, inside of here, these will get posted inside of here from now on. And now that this matches, then it should be sent to the right place. So we're going to now run this again. Wait for new data. We're going to go inside of here. We're going to hit Y for LinkedIn. Boom. Open that up. Route. Yep. Oh, did not like it. Missing value required content. Did I not put in the content? Row values. Oh, because everything shifted. Everything shifted by 1. Exciting news ahead. So we should have C, right? C should be the right one. Yeah, C. Oh, yeah, yep. Okay. Again, these things got shifted over originally inside of this make scenario, right? And because I shifted them up, I added the image section over here, which then changed this section, which means these were off by 1, right? So now we have all the posts coming through on C here. We can see this right here. We can double check this module to make sure that the posts are going to be coming in through there. Yep. And this post for Instagram is going to be coming in through there. Yep. Okay, great. So they're now all going through the right places. Great. Click OK. We're going to hit save. We're going to go back into our social media system here. And this is, again, there's errors there. But now is the time. This should work. We're going to hit run. Hit new data. Social media manager. Go over here. Hit Y for approval. Go back in the system. And there we go. Approved. Yes, we're doing it, everybody. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah. All right. Now the last one here, we got Twitter. So we're going to hit Y for Twitter. We're going to hit enter. We're going to go back inside of here. And boom. We did it on Twitter. All right. So then now that we've got this whole thing working, we can just hit save. We can turn this thing on so that, wait for new data. Or actually, no, don't turn that. We just turn it on. So now this thing's on. It's just on and running. And now we can go over to this section here and we can have this set up. So now with this RSS feed, what we can do is with the RSS feed, this thing can look basically every day. We can have it set up every day to go off. This is every 15 minutes, but let's just say we want to have it once a day at every day. And we'll say at 6 a.m. to go off. We'll click OK. So now at 6 a.m. every day, we can turn this thing on just like that. And every day at 6 a.m., it's going to look for AI news. When it finds it, we're going to have AI summarize the AI news, then go ahead and route that to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and put that inside of our document, which is going to go inside of here. We can take a look at it, manipulate each one of those posts however we want to until we feel comfortable about it being attached to our brand, personality, whoever we are. Hit yeah, and that will route through to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So that's it. Day number 14, a fully automated, content improved system to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to give me a like, a thumbs up, and maybe even a subscribe if you liked it that much. And I will see you in day number 15 of the AI Agent Challenge. Have a beautiful day, take care, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye now.